What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're going down a new rabbit hole of content, and today I'm going to be telling you why most business coaches are liars. I'm going to prove it to you in this video. They sell you hype, they sell you smoke and mirrors, they sell you recycled garbage that's not only garbage today, but was garbage years ago when they learned it. And they prey on people who are desperate to build something better for themselves, but are too naive and too new in business to actually use logic to make decisions. So if you have ever wondered why you see business coaches flexing screenshots of seven-figure businesses, but they never tell you about profit, expenses, or what they actually keep, that's because they don't want you to know the truth. So today, I'm breaking down exactly why most business coaches are full of shit, what they do that my team and I don't, and what makes my team and I different. Now, there's other teams that do ethical things as well, like my team and I do. So maybe I'm not the only one that is ethical in this space, but this isn't theory, this is real. And that's why I'm making this content, because I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm also making this because I've been burned by business coaches by making decisions emotionally like a bitch and not making them on logic. And I want you guys to be logically driven. So let's start with the classic seven-figure business brag. You see it everywhere. Coaches posting screenshots that say, I hit $1 million this year. What they don't show you, revenue. They don't show you expenses, and they don't show you profit. Revenue means nothing without expenses. I'll give you a real example from my own business. One year, I hit 1.3 million in revenue, but I had $900,000 in expenses. That left me with about $400,000 in profit. Now, don't get me wrong, 400K profit is amazing, but notice the difference. I am being transparent. Most coaches would have just said, I run a seven-figure business and left it at that, hoping you wouldn't ask about the bottom line. And I say this all the time. Show me a business with $1 million in revenue, I'll show you one with $1 million in expenses. And it's clearly emphasized in that example of my own business. That's why their claims are misleading. Revenue without context is just smoke and mirrors. My second contention with these people is their secret funding. So here's something, again, nobody talks about. A lot of these coaches aren't even self-made. They've got a secret sugar mama or a partner footing the bills. They are living off somebody else's dime while claiming to have built it all themselves. Or they're still getting family handouts or funding from behind the scenes. They just aren't disclosing it to you. They will pretend to be broke and grinding it out. That's not entrepreneurship. That's fraud disguised as a hustle. So when you see people online bragging about their coaching empire, their businesses, ask yourself, is this money from the business? Did they have support? Or is it from their sugar mama's credit card? Now I'm going to be talking about fake flexing and personal expenses because it ties directly into this. So another trick, fake flex. A lot of these coaches aren't making money from actual business success either. They're making it off coaching fees and then blowing it on rented status symbols. You see this all the time. You used to see it a bit earlier, a few years ago, now you don't see it as much, but they'll rent a Lamborghini for the weekend, call it a business expense, which is illegal under the tax code, post it on Instagram and hope you think they're rich, or they'll disguise personal rent, vacations, dates, even groceries as company expenses. We'll be doing more tax codes and stuff on this channel, so subscribe for that, but otherwise, let me keep it real for a second. Some of these people are literally funding the lifestyle by staring at some old lady's pussy, calling it networking, or pretending the rent is a company expense. That's not entrepreneurship, it's desperation. And it's also tax fraud in many instances, if they are actually trying to write it off. We'll also talk about recycling old content, right? So on top of that, most of what they teach is recycled. It's the same basic strategies I learned myself, I outgrew years ago. They slap a new name on it or a new buzzword and call it their proven system. But it's nothing more than old, free YouTube content in a different wrapper. Funnels, ads, email list. These are important tools for everyone that's growing a business. But if your coach isn't innovating and adapting in real time, you are being sold leftovers. Think about the 48 laws of power. Don't outshine the master. A lot of people are like that, unfortunately. So here's where my team and I separate from the pack. We've built real companies, we've scaled SaaS businesses, or I've traded the markets, I created legal structures and tax strategies to protect wealth. And I've helped entrepreneurs go from $0 to 20K to 40K to even 100K plus months, starting from a negative net worth. And I don't just show people how to make money, I show them how to keep it, grow it, and protect it. And that's why we're making more content like that for this channel. And here's something else. When we make mistakes, maybe it's my team, maybe it's not a good fit, we stop charging or we refund. There's not a single client who has not had a fair experience with us. We can't help everyone, and I'll be the first to say that. But some of you guys watch these videos know we've refunded you, or we stopped working with you, or we gave you like a month free, or we decided not to send your ass to collections after you committed fucking fraud by using our services and doing a chargeback. We're probably gonna do that a bit more. However, unlike the liars, we don't take your money and run. We keep it real and we keep it fair. Why am I making this content today? Why am I coming back on YouTube? after kind of a hiatus, despite how busy I am, because I actually do want to help you guys. I've actually never did any of this for the money. That's why I make videos like this, because again, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've lived it. I've been burned by these coaches too. I've built businesses, I've scaled them, and I've helped others do the same. So I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm here to tell you the truth. Because if you keep chasing fake gurus and bullshit, you'll waste your money, you'll waste your time, and maybe even your shot at true freedom. True freedom is built through wealth and investing. And we see some motherfuckers, they're like, oh, give me your 401k, I'll perform it. No, I had a client make $18K in a week last week. This is something where do not give anyone your 401k. So I'd rather piss off a few frauds by exposing their lies than let thousands of you keep getting robbed by people who never built shit on their own. So let me wrap this up here. I know it's a longer video than usual, but I want to wrap it up. So here's the bottom line. Most business coaches, in my experience, are liars. They sell outdated strategies, they flex 7-figure revenue with no profit, they disguise personal bills as business expenses, they secretly rely on sugar mamas or partner funding while pretending to be broke. Meanwhile, I don't need to pretend. I've done it and I'm still doing it. So if you want hype, go follow them. But if you want results, pay attention here, because I don't sell dreams, I build results. That's the difference between my team and everyone else. And if that makes some people uncomfortable, good. Truth always does. So I'm going to leave you with this. Do not fall for the lies. If this opened your eyes, make sure you like the video, drop a comment, and hit subscribe, because I've got way more coming that they don't want you to see.